Polio Day in Nigeria, especially. And after that, we will also get into the headlines because I know that you want to hear the things that are happening in the country, especially this morning, as there's been some really strong developments on the political scene in Nigeria this morning. Let's get into the World Polio Day celebrations in Nigeria. It's observed annually, like I told you, on the 24th of October every year. Also, it holds a significant importance in our country, Nigeria. If you were born around my time, if you if you can hear my voice and you can do some calculations and you can calculate what time you think I've been around, if you were around at that time, you would have seen that the polio virus was quite uh, significantly uh, present in that time in this country, 80s, 90s. There was a significant presence of this virus in this country at the time, especially, like I said, given the struggle historically that we have had to deal with when it comes to the polio virus. But then, in that struggle, as at 2020, Nigeria was declared polio free by the World Health Organization, marking the eradication of this very deadly virus. All right, this achievement followed years of vaccination campaigns, public health initiatives, and international support, which overcame challenges such as insurgency in the northern Nigeria and, of course, vaccine misinformation. All right, and having said that, the federal government already has spent 8 billion naira on vaccines this year alone. And it runs across from COVID vaccines to malaria to measles. There's a lot going on. If you are a mother or if you are a parent in the country, I am sure you are familiar with the vaccines. The kids are getting them in schools, you know, they're getting them in their primary schools, in the nursery schools. You go to the hospitals, the infants are getting them at stipulated times because these things are important. So when you hear about vaccines and protection for little children for viruses like this, you must take them very seriously. All right. I know that some kids in Enugu, some schools, private schools, just had the kids get some vitamin A and some, I think, polio vaccines sometime last week. And I think this is to also honor this initiative about polio. Okay, so I think that we will bring a doctor, one of our doctor friends, to come around one of these days, and we will have a sit down and talk about this polio virus, what causes it, and what it is that people need to do, you know, aside taking the polio vaccines to take care of themselves. Also, how to manage it, because we know people that we see around who probably have it because they didn't get the vaccines when they were supposed to. And also, we would like to know what the government is also hoping to do in the future to continue to keep Nigeria polio free this morning. Thank you and welcome to this program. All right, that's it on polio this morning. I'm not a professional healthcare person, but this is, you know, the little that I know about it. So read up on polio, read up on the government's input in trying to make sure that this virus is completely eradicated from our society so that our children will be healthy and strong and grow into healthy, strong adults who are, you know, unlimited in the things that they could do and they could achieve. All right, let me take you straight to the headlines. I know that you are itching to hear all the things that are happening, and I can tell you that there's been quite a lot of action in the political space in the past 24 hours that you heard my voice and I talked to you too. So let's take the headlines quickly, as briefly as we can, from the Daily Post this morning. Let's see what we can grab. Nigeria spends 8 billion naira to import vaccines from the USA and the Europe annually, says the WAPCMLS. This is a world a certain ascertaining company and firm, and they have made this particular statistics and told us 8 billion naira dedicated to vaccines from the US and the Europe annually, it says. So we see that a lot of money and a lot of resources goes into this particular care. And I can tell you that, to the best of my knowledge, that most of these vaccines are free. If you go to the hospital, for the kids, for the infants, they are mostly free. So do not be afraid to give vaccines to your kids who need them. And when they need them, please make sure that you follow the instructions of the healthcare personnel and do these things when they've asked you to do them, for the safety of your babies. Okay, so let's continue to take the top stories this morning. Cabinet reshuffle, ministers discharged, not sacked, says the presidency. And just in case you don't know, the Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration has done a reshuffle of the cabinet, and about 5 ministers have been discharged of their duties according to the federal government, and another 5 have been reappointed and reinstated to fill their positions. We will get into those as we proceed on the show this morning. All right, you will soon meet the new cabinet members, but let's continue to look at top stories this morning. Food prices have experienced robust increase in September 2024, says Nigerian government. Food prices have experienced robust increase in September 2024, says Nigerian government. All right. Troops dismantle notorious kidnapping syndicate in Taraba State. Okay. Also, grain hoarders and smugglers behind food item price hike. The Nigerian government is warning that it will come down on grain hoarders, smugglers behind food item price hike in the country. And okay, that sounds like something to do. But let's see if we can grab a couple more stories from these newspapers, and then we will go into our own researched headlines that are coming directly from the source. Mixed reactions trail the scrapping of Niger Delta Ministry. It's been in the news. There's been rumors of the federal government scraping the Niger Delta Ministry, and most elites from the Niger Delta part of the country have stood up and have tried to defend the Niger Delta Ministry and why it should continue to stay. Well, we will open up the phone lines in just a bit. Just chill for a moment and grab the stories so that you can call in and share your concerns, views, and reactions with us this morning. Hope Uzodinma of Imo State has urged Nigerians and journalists to market the development in the southeast. Okay, that is Hope Uzodinma asking journalists and Nigerians at large to market the developments in the southeast. He has a point. He has a lot of point, and we must do well to celebrate what is ours. It doesn't mean that we will not communicate when things are not the way they should be. So the governor of Imo State has asked journalists to promote the development in eastern Nigeria. All right, and on the food prices, from the Vanguard News this morning, the price of a bag of local rice have risen 152% to 95,000 naira, 738 naira. It has seen a rise of about 152%, and it now costs 95,738 naira. That is a bag of local rice in the country presently. We still haven't seen the minimum wage reflecting in the salaries of the civil servants and civil workers in this country. So we are wondering, with the price of food going the other way, the federal government saying it's going the other way, one wonders what the Nigerian people think of all of this. All right, let's see what's going on. The newspaper headlines uh, are catching up. Let me take you to where the stories get even better this morning. Let's start with telling you that the suit against EFCC, Governor Alia suspends Attorney General of Benue State as regards the EFCC suit that the 16 governors in Nigeria had filed, questioning the legitimacy of the EFCC as a security money monitoring agent in this country. And that is the truth. All right. Let's also get into the appointment of the ex-NFF official Shehu Diko, who has been linked to corruption probe as he becomes sports commissioner. This is a serious allegation that has been pointed out. The Tinubu government has appointed ex-NFF official Shehu Diko linked to corruption probe when he was sports commissioner. This is coming from the Sahara Reporters this morning. Oil marketers to Nigerians, be ready to pay market price for petrol. This is from the Daily Trust this morning. Oil marketers to Nigerians, be ready to pay market price for petroleum. Whatever that means, we will find out when we open up the phone lines. All right, there's been there's been an assessment of the activities in Lagos, and I am unfortunately going to report to you that body odor and the rising costs of body care threatens Abuja and Lagos residents. Personal hygiene is a problem, and this is the news. It's on the news this morning. Do you know how bad it has to be that personal hygiene has to come back and be reported in the news? Who knows what is going on in Lagos and in Abuja? Prayers going up to people over there. Governor Soludo is in the news this morning as he has come to explain some of the things he had said during his campaign days before he was elected governor of Anambra State. Now he made a statement and he says, I am yet to fulfill my campaign promise of making Anambra State the Dubai Taiwan of Nigeria because of the illiterate population in the state. The governor also reiterated that he meant this particular statement figuratively, not literally. And he said it has been misconstrued by the illiterate population in the state as him literally transforming Anambra State to Dubai, Taiwan. That's on the news this morning. You can check out any of the stories from the channels where they have been extracted from. And also you can follow High Voltage News on YouTube, like, subscribe, and share. We have all of these top stories on there for you to catch up on. All right. Let's also tell you that the Power Minister Adilabu have summoned NEC and TCN leaders to address frequent national grid collapse that have plunged Nigeria into darkness. And just in case you do not know, some parts of northern Nigeria have not seen electricity at all since Sunday, the past Sunday. That's about 4 or 5 days ago. And it's going on. So whatever it is that's going on with our electricity, it needs to be fixed. It needs to be handled, okay? Now, the federal government has also banned the exportation of cooking gas to reduce the rising costs of cooking gas in the country. We will want to see this reflected very heavily on the people. I would want to see this reflected. Okay, Deyanju to Atiku, Obi, and Kwankwaso, don't waste your money. You can't defeat Tinubu 2027, he wants. All right, let me also give you the highlights of today's top stories about the new appointment of the ministers and, of course, all that it is that's happening. Let me tell you, the ministers that have been sacked, the federal government said they were not sacked, that they were discharged of their duties. First on the list is Barrister Uju Kennedy Ohanenye, Minister of Women Affairs. Second on the list is Lola Ade John, Minister of Tourism. Also, Professor Tahiru Maman, that is the Minister of Education. Also, Abdullahi Muhammad Gwazo, Minister of State Housing and Urban Development. And the fifth on the list is Dr. Jamila Bayo Ibrahim, the Minister of Youth and Development. These are the five ministers who were discharged of their duties just yesterday. And first on the list of the new appointment is Tinubu's new Minister of State and Foreign Affairs, who is Bianca Ojukwu. And this particular appointment, most especially, has caused more it has caused more reaction from the Nigerian people, most especially from the Southeast Nigeria. It has caused all kinds of ruckus. It has caused all kinds of discourse to be had. And you get your chance to share your views and your thoughts with us this morning on the new appointment of Bianca Ojukwu as the new Minister of State and Foreign Affairs. This morning, you can call into the show. You can be a part of the program, share your thoughts, views, contributions with us this morning. You can call 0706 048 5853. Also, you can call 0915 570 8347 to be a part of the show this morning. Call live into the studio, send us a text message or a WhatsApp message to be a part of this conversation. Share your reactions to any of the headlines that we've reeled out to you this morning. They are new every morning, these headlines, so you can catch up. Most of them are running into each other because they are developing stories from the ones before, and that's why we try to catch you up on what's going on. This is, as we have seen it this morning in the nation. We will quickly give you the names of the new ministers who have been appointed, all of them in their entirety, the new ministers that's been. But funny enough, the most egregious of all is the appointment of Mrs. Bianca Ojukwu as the Minister for Foreign Affairs and State. I don't know why that has caused a lot of ruckus, a lot of conspiracy theories, a lot of thoughts, a lot of thought processes have followed her appointment, especially as she has received, and I think they have been sworn into office already. Now, it's on. What do you think about this appointment? What do you think about this appointment? Also, the federal government is hoping to turn filling stations into CNG stations. Also, we are gathering thoughts on that as well. Just in case you need to react to any of these stories, please drop your comments and your contributions with us, text message or a WhatsApp message, or you can call live into the studio to share your thoughts and views with us this morning, 0706 048 5853. All right, also call 0915 570 8347. We'll go on a short commercial break, and when we come back, the phone lines are open for you to join the conversation.
Hello, Enugu, and welcome to Volt 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage.
Take a break and enjoy the show.
Sports.
Alex Iwobi gets the ball down to the left-hand side. The delivery comes in. Oh, it's a great, it's a goal!
Entertainment. News and politics.
Enugu State governor has sent us the electricity bill.
Gospel.
And let them have dominion.
The kingdom of God is within people.
Odinibo.
Daalụ ndị be anyị ekene m unu Igbo ndị ọma njem ọnụ unu a na-emekwa ọfụma.
Awesome programs exclusively on
Volt 104.3 FM.
Hello, Enugu. Have you heard? Volt 104.3 FM is granting small businesses in Enugu a chance to be heard and to be known. Let us help you advertise your business for as low as 2,500 naira per spot. And if you pay 50,000 naira for 20 spots, we will give you 10 spots for free. For more inquiries, visit Volt 104.3 FM at 64 Ozobolo Street by ESBS Junction, Enugu, or call our marketers on 0815 628 5384 or 0816 215 5195.
Volt 104.3 FM.
Welcome back. This is High Voltage on Volt 104.3 FM. My name is Mavis Atudume. Today is World Polio Day. We are remembering and we are commemorating, and we are also reacting to the major headlines on the newspapers this morning. You can call into the show. You can share your thoughts and views and comments with us this morning. Please keep it simple, civil, and clean so that we don't break any laws while we're trying to do the right thing. 0706 048 5853. Also 0915 570 8347. I see your calls. We are ready now. So bring them back, and we would love to talk to you and hear your thoughts on these headlines. Good morning. Are you there? Oh, good morning, Mr. Pam. How are you, sir? You are very welcome. Okay, so which of the headlines are you going to react to this morning?
The reshufflement done by Mr. President.
That's right. Are you in support?
Yeah, I'm of the opinion that he ought not to have sacked those 5 ministers outrightly. He ought to have given them some time to perform. It's too early to sack them.
Okay.
He ought to have redeployed them.
Okay.
Or watch them, give them some time to know if they can perform.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my opinion on that. But reshufflement is a normal thing. It's not a new thing.
Okay.
But I'm also of the opinion that Mr. President ought to have also sacked the Minister of Petroleum.
Okay, I don't know how he's going to do that.
Yeah,
Mr. Pam.
If he's not sacking the minister, then you should appoint an expert in the area to mandate that ministry, because that's the major cause of the problem we have in the country at the moment.
Mm.
So that area ought to be looked into. You ought to appoint a different professional in the area to man that ministry.
Mm.
Country we reduce to the barest minimum.
Okay. I feel you. Thank you so much, Mr. Palm. I appreciate you for calling the show this morning.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. Have a lovely day, sir. Mr. Palm, what a perspective you have this morning. How about we sack the Minister for Petroleum? That is a good one. Good morning to you.
Hello.
You're welcome, sir.
Lamina Dollars.
Oh, Mena Dollars. You're welcome, sir.
Yeah. I want to talk about push up about Nigeria, that Mr. President to do something about it. Like, we are really suffering in our country, Nigeria, but especially we that don't have like food stuff like it's high in the market.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you owe big money and just buy small something money don't finish. Like,
yeah,
we should do something about it. That's my opinion.
Thank you so much, Omena
Yes, sir.
Dollars.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Thank you, sir, for calling into the show. React to any of these headlines. Share your thoughts, views, and contributions with us this morning. What is going on? The federal government says that the food has increased in the market and that everything is good. Everything is fine. But the monies in our pocket could barely buy us anything. We can barely see the monies in our pocket. The promises made are not being kept. Governors are not responding to the minimum wage. The federal government hasn't even started paying it. Coppers have not received the minimum wage, and we cannot afford to buy food. We cannot afford to feed our families and our wards. What is going on? Good morning to you.
Baby,
Sir, good morning, sir.
how are you?
I'm doing fine, sir. How are you today?
I really thank God. I'm fine.
You're welcome.
That's okay. Chuku from Abana Road.
Welcome, sir.
You see what? We have only one problem in this country, and our president doesn't want to address it. Somebody who called Josh, I think that was the last call, I was talking about sacking the petroleum minister.
Mm-hmm.
And so that because according to him, that the trouble we have in this country is as a result of withdrawal of fuel subsidy. I'm an accountant. He may not know that that's not a major problem.
Okay.
If you remove fuel subsidy, it's a problem, but that's not the issue. Where trouble lies is unification, the valuation of our currency. Once your currency don't have value,
Mm-hmm.
even if you have the so-called fuel subsidy, because the subsidy will no longer be even meaningful if your currency has no value.
Okay.
Yes, let me tell you the truth. If you remember last time in ranking of currencies in the whole world, Nigeria's own is now second to the worst, just after that of Venezuela.
And we were doing well some years ago.
God bless you.
A few years ago.
It's because of this devaluation, when you unify the currency, he threw our currency into the open market, and they start, buying it just like you go and buy Oste. You haggle it, you ask how much are you selling, and people keep increasing the price. So we now have about 1,715 naira, only $1. And the whole economy has been dollarized. So that's our problem. So and the government is talking about banning, warning people who are, smuggling food outside. You cannot help it. That's the major problem of this devaluation of naira. That the naira has no more value. So people who are producing this agricultural something, they have to sell it to countries that have a stronger currency. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying.
I'm with you, sir. I'm with you.
Yes, assuming I have, let's say, a bag of rice, and I know that I can go outside and get $15.
Mm-hmm.
That $15, you know what it is? More than nearly 15,000 naira. I mean, more than 150,000 naira.
All right.
I don't understand what I'm saying. So people would like to go where they will get more money that will have value.
That is true.
Hard currency, so to say, than selling to somebody who has ordinary naira. Even if you sell local currency, 100,000 naira. 400,000 naira is not up to $100. So that's why so if this is Tinubu, let him swallow his pride and bring it back. Throughout the whole world, apart from 4 countries, especially Sweden, there is no other country, there's no third world country that has floated its currency except Nigeria. From where is the other country at the whole world, the third world country, not that have floated its currency and expect to do what? He said, and I don't know why that man cannot think and say, what is our problem? And our major problem is that currency devaluation, throwing it open. We are now just behind Venezuela. Oh, good God. We've not seen something. Next year is going to... record that I told you that last December we bought a bag of beans. Did I tell you before?
I know.
53,000 naira.
I know.
I think I said it.
It has gone into 300 plus. No, that's 200 plus. That's what the bag of beans is now. Yes, it's around 200 plus to get a bag of beans.
Oh,
It is true.
Which was cattle sold for 63,000.
It is true.
And that is a problem. If this man can just swallow whatever he's fried and fix our naira, bring it back to 500 naira. That's all. That's all. And then he can now tighten up and then maybe insist on the black market being a kind of illegal something. It is doable. So that those food we are producing in this country, people will sell it to us. For somebody gets $1, will value will grow. Even France, their France is stronger. Look at the cities. Cities, I go edge of 1 naira, go 73 cities.
That's right.
Oh, good God. 1 naira before was 73 cities. Today, look at one city, taking us almost 5. Oh, good God. So we're in trouble. They are not around. They're coming in to carry our food and go out. And you don't blame them. Because let me know, for the Bianca's case,
yes.
I think why people are against it. They should allow her now. Let me go there. I don't know why people are against her being the minister. To me, I don't think it's necessary. Reshuffling is not it's not solution to our problem. The Tinubu has the key. That's the only thing, the key. If you reshuffle people 10 times, even the so-called, what do you call him, petroleum minister, if it's already the fuel has been deregulated, it has been deregulated, so that man is almost powerless now. It becomes only powerful when it was not deregulated. And if you recall what that market has now said, that the price of fuel will now be determined by the forces of the market.
Of the market, yes, right.
God bless you. So what it means is that it will not be so. About the Caldas, no. It's our top. They now buy it case a good cement.
So okay.
Maybe the Colego you buy it. It's different from one filling station to the other.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Messi.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Okechukwu. It's always very insightful speaking to you. You can be a part of the program. Call 0706 048 5853. Also call 0915 570 8347. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, Justice calling from Abbas.
You're welcome. You're welcome, sir.
Mavis, I must be very frank with you. I've given up on this country. Telling you.
That is not usually how you sound. Tell me.
Let me tell you.
Okay, tell me.
The price of fuel did not change.
Okay.
Are you getting me?
Okay.
For the past few weeks, it has remained the same. Then, I think the Naira has been fluctuating, but it's not like it has been totally high.
Okay.
Why is it that the prices of goods in the market should rise up to more than 170% increase again? Why?
I don't know.
Is it
Justice.
that we are the architect of our own problem?
Well, there are some points. There are some points if you look at it that way.
Yesterday I decided, I went to church 3 days ago. I decided I will not discuss anything pertaining the issue of Nigeria again.
I don't agree. I don't agree with you.
I'm tired of it. We are the cause of our own problem. We don't like ourselves.
So what did you experience at the market? Tell me.
Why should a bag of rice should rise up to 100 and something thousand? What brought the increase?
And don't forget, it's local rice. This is like the one we make here. Our local rice, yes.
Yes. What brought the increase?
I don't know.
I want to know. Is it the government that brought the increase, or is it we ourselves that are increasing all these things against ourselves? We don't like ourselves, and I keep saying it. Things will not get better this too. The citizen has more of work to do than the government. We are just saying we are those governments. It is the citizen that went there and become government. Quite unfortunate. I'm giving up on this.
Please don't give up, Justice. You are one of the voices of hope that I know around here. You cannot give up.
If for years there has never been change, there has never been. They will talk and talk and talk and talk, and things remain even bad than it is. I don't see the feeling. I don't see the feeling. I don't see the feeling that you go back, you work on you want to enter a transport now, and they keep increasing the transport fare. Why everything remains the same?
Yeah, the money in your pocket remains the same.
It remains the same. Maybe good morning.
Good morning to you, Justice. I do not like the way that you sound this morning, and that is coming from you. You are usually very upbeat, very hopeful, and very enthusiastic, and always trying to give hope to other Nigerians. And it saddens me this morning that you are not feeling so great yourself. And I would ask you to please, we will all try to take it easy. We will all try to take it easy. And this is coming from Justice. And it gives me an insight to how most other Nigerians must be feeling at this point. This is frustrating. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing for so many people. For so many people who wake up every morning and do not know how to carry on with their days. They do not know how to navigate the day because it's all surprises everywhere you turn. Every other morning there is something to shock you and to destabilize you for that day. It is a sad situation. We hope that something good happens real soon. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Melvin. This is Charles Matthew.
You're welcome, Charles.
Talking about a cabinet good, but the main thing is the president is the issue here. He decides what happens. He decides how to. It's what he says that happens. You know. So even if you want the watch your body language as the president, everybody will not kill him. So the president, once he says this, you do it. Once he says that, you do it. So even if he brings Bianca, brings this, that, we need strong. See, when Abacha was president, let me use this example. When Abacha came in as president, people watched his body language. He was a very, very ruthless leader, but he knew where he was going. Okay. By the time he left office, Abacha bet our foreign reserve at $493 million. When he left it at $9.7 billion, 2,000% increment. Go and check the record. When he came in, our foreign debt was $36 billion. By the time he left, our foreign debt reduced to $27 billion. So it's 25% decrease from our foreign debt. So people come in and they look at you. The issue is that our leaders are not doing the right thing. Look at other, just look at Egypt 5,000 years ago. Egypt, the Egyptian pharaohs were able to build pyramids. Today, who go to Egypt to see those pyramids that their leaders left for them 5,000 years ago? Last, the tourism gave Egypt $13 billion. What has our leaders in the past 50 years left for us? In the past 100 years left for us? Nothing. Look at other countries. Because of what they have left, when you come in, you kill. You continue from where the life is. But the Nigerians, they will come. If Buhari leaves, it will be worse. If good Lord leaves, Buhari will be worse. The next that are coming in with what the ones that left. Until our leaders sit up and begin to do the right things, Nigeria is not going anywhere. And nobody has set the example. Just like Nelson Mandela and South Africa, set the example, except such high standards that the whole world knew. Tell me the Nigerian leaders that you know of that has come and set high standards. I can tell you, the only person that my mom told me about that left such high standards was Murtala Mohammed. And I heard it from somebody 2 years. I thought my mother was discussing with the sister, and they said when Murtala Mohammed was there, he set such high standards. 2 years ago, I was listening to one journalist, and elderly man, he said it was only Murtala Mohammed that set high standards. And that is correct. Closely the same thing he said. So after Murtala Mohammed, every other Nigerian that has been mediocre or average. That's our problem. So it is people that you know what to do. So that this thing that's happening in Nigeria, if he sets standards, people will begin to point at him and say, okay, when people was, but for now, nothing. Other nations have leaders have set records that are there. So as you look at it, go to China. The Chinese was 3,000 years ago, it is still standing. Solomon built a temple in Israel, must stop. and we are not going anywhere. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Good morning to you too, Charles. That was quite very explanatory. Thank you for sharing your views and thoughts with us this morning. It's about 9 minutes before it's 10 o'clock this morning. You still have a chance to call us and be a part of the program this morning. We are sharing views, trying to air our analysis of the things that we get to see here every day. Turning our filling stations into CNG gas stations, I don't know how that sounds. And also, Justice just mentioned something about the price of commodities in the marketplace, the price of food in the marketplace. It's all interconnected because my caller, also mentioned that with the devaluation of the naira, there's really nothing that you can do. The money is usually worthless. That's what we're witnessing right now. The money is basically worthless. It doesn't have any value. So it doesn't matter how much money you probably have. It's what that money can do for you that seems to be the problem that we have now. And it's a conundrum. The price of commodities, especially in the Southeast, is something that needs to be considered as well. Good morning. Sir?
I want to advise this guy from Acharala, the guy that just spoke.
Yes, Charles.
Charles will take it easy. You have to take it easy, to be frank. Because it's not only one person that this thing is hitting, it's hitting all of us. And he was asking why should the prices be high. He's talking like it's not even in Nigeria. Look at those guys who cultivated rice in Nara, 700 hectares.
Yes.
They were all cleared by herdsmen.
We saw.
So how can we have food? Go to Hamu food, they no longer go to farm because of the activity of herders. And recently, go to that Nimbo, Zone 1, or those people no longer go to farm because of fear. It's insecurity. We are Kotakagele. So if what we produce is very small, the price is definitely will be high. I can't only call the young man. On our the price is too high. Open every year, and you discover that you are the only person carrying it. Definitely, when you have many people, asking many buyers and very few people who are selling, the prices will go high. So basically, all the things that not one can do. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much, Mr. Oki, for clearing that up. There is nothing we can do. There is nothing we can do. I don't like the sound of that. It sounds really helpless. If we are that helpless, why do we bother with all of these political activities? If we are quite that helpless in the grand scheme of things, I don't know. Who knows what it is that we need to do? Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome, sir.
Good morning.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Chinedu.
I want to start from the Sahara report. The Sahara reporters, you are an accusation, right, about the commission.
What did you say? What did you say, Chinedu? Please repeat yourself so that we can get you. Oh my.
Reported about the new commission.
The new ministers.
It's it's no longer a minister. Joined the minister for the minister is something big for us.
The EFCC.
I mean what the Sahara reporters reported about people appointing, somebody who is accused of
of corruption charges. Yes, absolutely. That's the NFF official, Shehu Diko.
Yeah, that's the report.
Go ahead and share your thoughts with us. Don't worry.
Right from Paris out.
Oh, okay. Something happened with that phone call. Please do well to call us back so that we can hear you properly. We do not have a lot of time, my friend. If you are able to call me, let's see what we can do with the next 1 minute. Let's see. Hello? Hello? All right. I think something happened with your phone lines there, but I think this is where we will have to draw the curtain on the show this morning. I want to appreciate every one of you who has called me this morning to have this conversation with me. It's quite important that we consider some of these things. Someone asked me the reason why a lot of people are not happy with the Bianco Juku appointment as the State Minister for Women Affairs. Listen, I think that the theories going around is that this could be an act for the APC to have access to Anambra State by appeasing the people. And this is, the conversation on the social space. But hey, you can join us and drop your views on the Bianca Ojukwu new ministerial appointment on the APC administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You can follow us on Facebook at Vote 104.3 FM on Facebook. This conversation is right up there. Drop your comments, contributions on the conversation there. And also follow us on YouTube at High Voltage News. Like, subscribe, and share. And also join the conversation there as well. We'll do this again tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. till 10, Mondays through Fridays. My name is Mavis. Go out there, try your best to be in your best state of mind. Take care of yourself and the people around you so that we can reduce all of these problems, okay? Be good. I'll see you again tomorrow morning.